Jumping back to Christmas Day now. So my last chronological entry was Christmas breakfast, and I want to do another entry with a great big special photo and then put an overlay over the top of it. So here is my great big 6x8 photo, and I'm going to just pop this one in the page protector. I'm doing absolutely no embellishment on top of that photo. I just want to leave it exactly how it is. And that is not my house, just so you know. I wish I had room for a tree that big, but I don't. Moving on. At least we could go somewhere that did have a beautiful, huge tree. Very special for this year. Okay, I have cut a sheet of the glittered vellum to 6x8, and that's going to go in a separate 6x8 page protector here. So the idea is that you will be able to see a glimpse of that photo, and then you'll turn this page and be able to see it properly. But I want to put some embellishment on top of the vellum, not just plain. So I have this 4x4 card, and I am going to just use normal adhesive for this, but hopefully it will stick quite well and I won't need heaps of glue on it, because on the reverse there's not going to be anything. So this is what it's going to look like on the other side. Maybe I will add another 4x4 card here. I'll have a look and see. Let me go ahead and do this side first. So I want, instead of using this home for the holidays, because this is not our house, I want to use some embellishment here over the top. I have one of my little labels cut from that crepe paper 12x12 sheet in the closest match I could get to this green. And I have that text print from the 6x6 pad punched into a big snowflake. Now, the last video I used that same paper but in a small format, small little circle, and this time in a big snowflake. And I want to add some texture with some twine. Cut enough that's going to go across there. I'm going to want something on top of the snowflake. Okay, I think I'm ready to start gluing. Label's going to go down first, and it pretty much covers everything there. Then just going to run some adhesive straight onto the twine so that I'll have a little bit more control over it. So now it has a little bit of dotted adhesive, and I can run across there and do just a couple little curls. Now of course it is going to want to stick to my fingers instead of the paper. That's just the nature of that sort of game, but get there in the end. Okay. And the snowflake right in the center. And one thing I really like about snowflake shapes is that you can put your adhesive here, and you don't even need pop dots or anything. You can just bend these pieces up, and they don't get smushed too much unless you put a heavy weight on top of the book. But I keep my books upright, and they tend to keep their dimension. I'd like something big and sparkly here, so I think I have one of those great big silver rhinestones that I used on another page. I have another one of those. I can go right there. And originally I thought I might add more layers, but actually I'm liking the simplicity of that. I do want something on the back, which I wasn't expecting to want. I thought using the double-sided paper that the design on the back would make me happy enough through the vellum, but I was wrong. Changed my mind. So try another of these 4x4 cards. And then if they're glued back to back on one sheet of vellum, the adhesive isn't going to show. And this into the page protector. So that I end up with this lovely little divider that just gives this big photo a bit more impact. That I have this nice little special, it's quite simple, but it just lets you know it's a bit of a signal where you have the vellum and nothing else on the page, that then this is a big, big photo.